Hey everybody, Tia here at B5 Designs, and I am on to share my first ever cherry on top order, and I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know, I've gone on to order before and then just never did, and then I don't know, that I saw some really pretty papers that I wanted, and so I ordered. I still have a lot of stuff out from vacation. I haven't had a chance to even begin to try to put stuff up, but not that, you need to verify, but there you go, a cherry on top. So I'm super excited. My husband was like, whatever you got, it's heavy. I was like, well, it's just paper. Paper that I don't need. So, of course, it comes packaged up really cute. And, or not necessarily cute, but nicely. And then it says, thank you, Lauren. So I don't really know a whole lot about a cherry on top. But I think it was Jen at Strawberry Cream 39 or 29, I can never remember, that posted some of their stuff, and that's what sent me over there. So I thought, and they might have just been out of them because I think these were on clearance, but I picked up this. It reminded me of very vintage. It's thin, but it's cute. And then I got the teddy bear. And it just says 6-inch honey bear and 6-inch Lucy lamb. So there is that. And then I got the Pretty Little Studio Love is Kind 6x9 paper pack. And I think I talked about this before, that I'm finding out that 6x6 is too small, 12x12 is too big, but the 6x8 or 6x9 are about perfect for me. But every once in a while, you come across something that you need a bigger, you do need a 12x12, but I'd rather cut something down than not have enough. But I like the 6x6s for card fronts and, making flowers and die cutting and stuff like that. So this says 16 sheets of single-sided paper, and you get one of each design. So this may be something that I go back for more. I just loved this. I love things that look scribbly, and not all of it is like that, but I just thought this was the sweetest paper collection. So I was excited to get it. I've been having some trouble. Let's see, isn't that just so cute? And this is, I would say it's not heavy, but it's not super thin. So I would say it is definitely like maybe it says maybe 60 weight. I don't know, 80 pound. So I just think it's cute. And oh, look at sweet. It, like I said, it is something that I might have to go get more of. It has been really strange weather. Of course, we were on vacation in Kansas City, and I think when we left, it was one of the hottest days, and my husband had to replace our skylight because it was leaking. And so thankfully he got that done, because look at how, before we left, him and my one son came over and helped him, and I was so thankful, because I don't like my husband being out in the heat, and I didn't want my son out in the heat either. But we have a house that is, we have a flat roofed house, but it also has a little bit of a pitch on one side. And so it's got like a rubber roof on it. And it gets extremely hot up there. And so I was really worried about him being up there. And then, anyway, they got it done before we went on vacation. And then the day that we left was one of the hottest days on record. I can't remember. I know I filmed a video and I said it was like 99 or something, and then 104 with the heat index. Well, then it kind of dropped back down while we were gone, and we had 90 degree, upper 90 degree when we were in Kansas City, but we were inside all the time, so or in the car with air conditioning. So this is also this is another Love is Kind, and it's a 6x9 mixed paper pack, 16 sheets of single-sided, 9 letters, 3 mixed media, 4 patchwork. But then we get home, and the day we drove home, they were having, I don't know, maybe it hasn't happened yet, but they were talking about having some extreme weather as far as rain. And I know we have gotten some rain, but listen, I am still wore out from vacation. And I went to the doctor today. Ugh. And so I had already, when I had gotten sick right before vacation and found out that I have diverticulosis, all the CAT scan results and everything came back fine. I have a small cyst on my kidney, which they really don't, they're going to watch it, but they're not concerned about it at this time. I don't know. It's not like they're going to order a CAT scan every 6 months or something. That's not going to happen. And then I have a spot on my liver, which she said it basically is just a spot where, like, it's your liver is very vascular. So there's a lot of like arteries and stuff. So this is just kind of a spot where a bunch of stuff meets. But I'm going to go on a nausea pill, probably, I think it's a nausea pill, probably for a while, because I do get a lot of nausea, but we're kind of trying to determine if it's from one of the supplements that I take, because I do take magnesium and something else, and then of course I take calcium and vitamin D, and then I do have to go on vitamin C. I'm sure you guys just love hearing all my medical. I was writing something down because I have to go on vitamin C, and then I'm going to go back on B12 shots, which I'm so glad that she finally has decided, but it'll just be, she has to look at my levels to see if I will be doing it once a week or once a month. So that is nice, and hopefully I will not be in that doctor's office for 4 months. We'll see. And then, aren't these cool? I'm yippee yapping. And then I do go to the immunologist in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that, but not excited about that. And then I have started this I'm kind of a clumsy person, but I've never bruised easily. And now I've kind of started bruising easily. And she said that could be a iron or B12 issue as well. But I had one that has a lump, and she said she thought it was like a small blood clot or small what do they call them, hematoma, but she thought that it should continue to heal, you know, because the bruise is my legs. I really somehow got a lot of bruises on my legs, but I don't, like I told her, I said I get them in weird places on my arm, like up on my shoulder, and I'm not that clumsy, but anyway, like I said, I normally don't bruise, so it is, the only time I ever bruise is like when they do blood work. Sometimes I will. And then I did get the Pretty Little Studio Love is Kind Lovely Mix Assorted Dyes. So I kind of forgot about this, storing the dyes, and I usually store my, isn't that cute? The packaging is so cute. I'm not going to, because I'm chit-chatting, I'm going to go ahead and show some of these, but even though I took them all out. So you get strawberries, cherries, butterflies, hearts. I don't even remember now what I was talking about. Oh, I think I was talking about bruising. So, I obviously have done a lot of shopping, and my husband has been so good about it, especially while we were on vacation. But we got to I have to kind of slow it down, and I actually have been thinking a lot about it because I have so much stuff in my stash. And as I say this, I did place another order today from somewhere. So I am going to show you, well, I think I'll come back and show you what I got in from scrapbook.com, and then my husband wanted to run to Hobby Lobby earlier today, and of course I said yes, and so I'll show you that. So thank you everybody that has stopped by. I appreciate you. My subscribers has grown, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I love the comments. I try to answer them, or, you know, my way of letting you know that I'm reading the comments is I usually hit the like button and heart it. I don't always, you know, if you're asking me for something specific, I will respond. But yeah, so I'll be back to show you that stuff, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate all of you. And I can't remember, I looked at my subscriber thing today, and it was, I was pleasantly surprised. So I will look at that again and let you know. So I will be back in my next video. Bye.